Good morning.
I'm Jessica.
I'm Jeanette.
And we are So Sweet Quilt Shop in Brunswick, Missouri.
Yeah, so my glasses, I'm like, I can't even hardly see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so today we're going to share with you 8 projects. So each of us have 8 that we have been working on in our sewing room, want to work on in our sewing room, or maybe something new from the shop that we just want to share with you. We are a quilt shop, so if we have the pattern or the book or the fabric or the kit or something, we will tell you that
As we go.
Yep, and in the description is a link to our Facebook page where you can find our phone number. You can find shopping every Friday on there. We post on there. We do a lot of stuff on there.
Sew alongs, blocks of the month. We talk about all that stuff.
Yeah, so follow the link to our Facebook page. We do $7 flat rate shipping, which shipping did go up yesterday.
Huh. Yeah.
Anyway,
We'll hold it at 7 until we just can't.
Yeah. So $7 flat rate shipping. If you spend $100, it's free shipping. And anything else?
No, just to let you know, this is not really our selling little talk, but we will talk about something if it is for sale. Not necessarily a price and all that stuff, but we'll say
if we have it in the shop.
We have it in the shop.
Yep. So we encourage you to do the same. Get yourself a notebook, make a list of 8 projects, and it just kind of helps you stay focused through the week when you're in your room. And then it's nice to look back in your notebook and say, oh, I got that done. I can check that off.
Yeah, my book has got 2 years worth in here, and it's really nice to look back and think, oh.
And I've jumped around to other notebooks, but I mean, yeah,
I'm in the same notebook, but I'm getting to the end of it. There's not a whole lot of pages left.
All right.
All right, let's get started.
Okay.
You want me to go first?
Sure.
Well, I'm not to the bottom of my page, so you go ahead.
Okay, so first up, I have been sharing on my Instagram and the private Facebook group my daily progress in my sewing room. I try to get in there at least 30 minutes a day. I've been getting up, oh, that's super cute. I've been getting up in the morning and sewing, getting my 30 minutes in. But anyway, I've been sharing this quilt and I got it done.
Oh, I did see that online, but I love it more.
So this is the pattern. So it's one of those 5 1-yard cut patterns, and I have several of these. I like them because if I go to a shop and I'm not sure what to buy, nothing's speaking to me, I can always get 5 1-yard cuts and make a quilt. And I've not made this one before, so it turned out really cool.
Oh, it did. It's very modern. Chair over there. Look how cute that is online.
Yeah, it turned out really cool. So this is actually the block, and then this is the sashing, the pink. It's kind of odd.
Yeah, you don't really see that when you hold it back. That is neat.
So it's 64 by 64, and then I picked out my backing. I went to our sale room and picked out backing.
Oh, that's perfect.
That's perfect.
Well, it's kind of modern too.
That's got kind of the same look to it.
Pink.
Yeah, so I get the backing cut, and
it'll be ready to gift or whatever.
Yeah, ready up. And we could kit this. We have all the fabric here in the shop.
Okay. Okay, my first thing up is my table turkey runner. So this is our October small. We do a small, if you follow us on Facebook, you would see that we do a small a month for the entire year. So we're getting towards the end of it. But this is the turkey, and I got the binding all done. So now it gets to stay at the shop for a while.
So quilted, binding, look at the back.
But you can see that little plaid.
Love it.
Yeah, so maybe I'll get to take it home for Thanksgiving.
Yay.
Even if I take it off the wall.
Okay, yeah, that's really cool. Okay, so next up is I've been working on the Garden Vale Stars quilt. Oh, I think I maybe left the pattern.
I think I know where the pattern's at.
Yeah, it's right. Yeah, it's right back there. I don't see it. I must have left it at home. So anyway, I have a stash of Jen Kingwell fabrics, and so I've been doing this pattern of hers. A lot of her patterns are so tedious, and this one's just a really simple block. So anyway, I've got a few more blocks done, and I actually ended up using this black as a background. I don't have a whole lot of that, so I'm going to get.
Look how they've done it.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some black, I think, to mix in to my blocks. So I don't just have like 3 blocks.
It just is going to give it some more interest.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really see it so much on there, but if you turn over the back, see how they've got
a little black.
They've got a few of them with a darker background.
Mm-hmm.
See, I mean, you look at that one, you look at this one up here, it's darker.
Yeah. So anyway, I think I'm gonna get some black and mix those in. I forgot my pattern, but I think I'm maybe not even half done with blocks yet, so.
You're getting there. The quilt will finish 60 by 70 when it's all said and done.
Yep, just a few blocks at a time.
Yeah. I have to keep reaching down to my bag, so I disappeared for a minute. I'm going to show you my Year of Celebrations calendar that I'm working on.
Did you order this pattern?
I have. I can't believe. I guess I'm going to have to look online.
Okay.
That would have been from...
Well, I had a lady call yesterday wanting it, and I'm thinking, I told her, I'm sure Mom ordered it.
I ordered it 2 weeks ago. When you order off of that website, and I think it's yarn. Well, yeah, probably wouldn't be very nice to say. It tells you right on there in red, it could take 4 weeks to fill an order.
Okay.
So anyway, September is done. Look how cute it is. It's totally, fully finished. Has magnets on the back.
It's so cute.
And I actually take sticky board and wrap it in fabric, so then the back even looks nice. It's got it like a dark brown rickrack on there. So September's done.
Yep.
And I have picked out October's. October's all the way down there at the bottom. It's the big white pumpkin. So you definitely have got to pick some darker fabric to stitch on since it's a white pumpkin. And this is what I'm going to go with. I think it's called Vintage Mocha. And I put my little floss together. So that's the only colors in October.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get it done by the end of October.
I think you probably will.
And this is like a 20, I don't remember now if it's 25 or 28 count. So I'm probably going to go over 2.
Yeah.
Which in the end then makes it more like a 14 count, so it finishes a little bigger, bigger than that. That's like 3.5, but I stitched over 1 on 16 count.
Yeah.
And it'll be more like 4 to 4.5 when I turn it into 14
Yeah,
count.
but not much bigger.
Not much, you know.
I mean, it'll still fit on your little
It'll
board.
still fit on my little board.
Yeah. Okay, so I showed this last week. I decided I'm going to finish this quilt. So it's in the book, Sunday Morning Quilts, and the quilt is called Candy Coated. So there's...
And I was thinking we had 1 or 2 of these in the shop,
the books. I don't know, but I can look and see. So anyway, I've been cutting up my scraps, because you know how that pile of scraps end up on the corner, on the corner of my cutting table.
I have a little container, but it overflows all the time.
Yes. So anyway, I've been cutting them up, and I just have, I think, 4 more rows to do, and so I've been cutting for those, but I haven't really added anything to this, but I'll show it again. So mine's very colorful compared to the picture, because I didn't fuss on
She
colors.
just used any colors you had.
Yeah, I just used colors I had.
Whatever came next.
Yeah, so anyway, I have a few more rows left to do, and I've been cutting, and I mean, I always think I'm gonna whip through that pile really quick, but it takes a lot of time.
It's several hours later, and you're like, oh, I'm seeing the bottom of it now.
Yeah, hours, days later. I don't even know how many hours.
But you can see the quilt in there. They have it's the one on the front too. They've
They've
really just decided to use like pinks and whites and creams and gray, and that's it. So you could really control the scrappiness if you just picked
yeah, you could
certain
do
colors.
anything.
Oh, we'll keep moving on.
And I cut my scraps into 2.5 inch, 1.5 inch, 5 inch squares and strips, and then I always have some kind of project I'm cutting for. So like I'm cutting for that one, and I have another one I'm cutting for too.
Did you order more of these?
I did.
Good, because I had to stop on my red work because I am out of floss.
Yeah.
And I think I have used, because I know I lost at least one of these, so that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You're using
And
like
I-
9 of those.
Yeah, I mean, it's not huge by no means,
Yeah,
but it's so close. Look,
it's looking really cool. So you need more floss.
I need more floss. I had to
Yeah,
stop.
I ordered it yesterday.
Kind of see way down there in the corner where there's that little blank spot where there's a bunny, and I'm working on that base. And when that base is done, I'm done.
So it's hand-dyed floss. You can kind of see the color variance in
You
there.
can in some of it. There might be a little stuff on it too. I may have to like
Yeah.
use a little cold water right there.
Well, it happens, you know, life.
Seems like I've been working on this forever though.
All right, so I was looking around in my shelf
Like that.
for things to bring today because I've been busy cutting up that scrap pile and not getting this much
And
sewing
attending
done.
the pecan festival.
Yeah,
and
and
all the
other
activities with
all
children.
the other things. Yes. So anyway, I found this little jelly roll, and we
what a
do have some of these in the shop.
And it's called a blooming,
A Blooming Bunch by Maureen McCormick.
which used to be on the Brady Bunch.
Yes, the Brady Bunch girl. But anyway, it's really cool. It reminds you of the 60s Brady Bunch.
It
look.
does, yeah.
So I have that jelly roll, and I also have this to go with it. So I'm thinking this was binding
Must have been. It looks like
or
a
something
great,
that
looks
I
like a great binding.
didn't do anything with it.
So now you're gonna do your own thing.
So I'm gonna do this. This is a free pattern. I'm gonna post it on our Facebook group. It's called Chain of Fools. So I just need to get a background.
And it calls for a jelly roll.
And it calls for a jelly roll, yep. And it finishes 74 by 74, and it's just done. I'm gonna show you because it's free, so you can look at it anyway.
It's done in strip sets.
It's done in strip sets. Yeah. I think
So
it'll
you're
be
not,
quick.
I mean, the 2.5-inch strips are cut. You're just gonna pull them and do like a background.
Yeah.
It looks like some of them will have background.
Yeah,
in
it'll
there.
be pretty simple. So
Mhm.
anyway, I would like to do this.
Yes, why not?
Why not? I think I should do that jelly roll. And if you want one, we have this jelly roll here in the shop.
Okay, I've got binding sewn on. I hate to even pick this heavy quilt up. This is Farm Girl Vintage 2.
Oh my, yeah.
That's not totally done.
So we
It
did,
is-
this is a block of the month a few years ago.
Yes. Remember me saying I had 5 quilts to put binding on? This was the largest one, so I thought, why not tackle it?
Right.
It is all sewn on in about, I would say, 3/4 hand sewn.
It's upside down.
Upside down. This thing is enormous. I want to say, if I just pull it off the top of my head, it's like 78 by 90.
Yeah, it's big. Isn't that cool though? A lot of
it's
time
so
in
big,
those
I'm
blocks.
like, you can't really hang it up. It's going to have to go to bed,
Yeah,
which would be fine up in one of my guest bedrooms.
right.
But it is enormous.
It's really cool. Yeah, you could have not even done the border.
I know, and it actually called for an 8-inch border, and I only did 6.5.
Wow.
So I'm like, I don't want to do an 8-inch border. This thing is going to be a boogered even,
Yeah.
but binding on.
But it is so neat. Maybe I can lay it out and
On
take
the
a
floor.
picture of it where you can see all the blocks. It's really, really
So
cool.
I still have 4 full-size quilts to put binding on, but none of them are as big as this. And so my goal is to tackle one a week.
She's gonna tackle one a week, in case you didn't hear that as she walked away.
Yeah, one a week, but it does cut into my cross stitching.
I need to
This is
do
my
that
handwork
one a week
that I'm.
too.
I probably have 5.
That
I
need
had
binding.
5, but you know that one's almost done. I figure if I hand stitch on it another night, it will be done. About 2 hours more of hand stitching, I would say.
Yeah. Okay, so the Hourglass Quilt is the other one I'm doing as a scrappy quilt, just leader and ender. So I just send them through as I go, but I got a few more done. So here they are,
You've got a nice stack going.
all finished. I haven't counted them. I know it's gonna take a lot, so.
It must be like 400.
Probably.
Looks like a lot.
Yeah, so I just keep showing you the same one, sorry.
Ooh and all.
Even all over the same one.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, they're really simple to do. You're just putting right sides together, a light and a dark to contrast, and then sewing on either
each.
side. And then when you cut here and here.
And then
they,
sew them back together.
yeah, and then you sew them back together.
Yes, and
So I
then what I
just-
do like, I think I pointed it out a week ago when we talked
Mhm.
about it, that they have done some math for you. This is a free pattern, so I'm okay with showing it. But you know, if you have a stack and they're 6-inch squares, it tells you what to start with and what the finished block will be. So what, you know, use what you've already got cut up.
Yeah.
It don't have to be 4, it could be 4-inch, 5-inch, 6-inch, 7-inch, goes on and on and on.
Yeah, it's a free pattern by Cluck Cluck Sew, and I know I have put it on our Facebook page, Facebook group, so check it out in there, and I'll post it again.
Okay, I got some progress done on my, I don't know how to pronounce it, pull off
Sure.
Villa Rose
P-I-L-A-F.
pull-off. And it is a kit we have in the shop, so I'm always trying to work on a store sample. It finishes 54 by 70, takes 16 fat quarters, and that's it other than binding. So I have all the blocks done. You know, last time I just had them cut. I have them all sewn together, have them labeled, like that's block D. And do you see these are paper plates?
Mm-hmm.
That helps you keep them organized. Block A, then they stack together and they're not gonna mix up. And I actually got 2 rows sewed together. I don't know why I have that on there. Oh, row 1, I guess. Takes, you can see
Yay,
just
look at
really see
that.
the scrappiness
Well,
in
and
it.
it's going to be more masculine.
More masculine.
Mm-hmm.
It's got fishing lures on there, and then it's got some wood looking, some plaids, some like wildlife scenes. So 2 rows. I have, I think, 10 rows, 12 crust.
Move along.
And it was all laid out on my floor, and it's like, okay, you gotta pick all that up. Take it with you today.
All right, so we're doing a mystery quilt here at the shop. And so if you're doing that with us, you've got your month 1 pattern.
And your instructions for
And-
month 1.
Yeah, instructions for month 1. So, and if you're doing it with us, you've got Americana fabrics.
Okay.
But I decided I'm going to do my own version. So if you're doing it, you could do your own thing too. Use up something you have in your
Right.
stash. So this is my fat quarter bundle I'm going to use.
And I love that.
And then this is my background.
Oh yeah, it's got all the right
I'm
colors
so
in it.
excited about
So
it.
how many fat quarters is in there?
So I counted last time. You needed 24, I think. So I'm missing like 2.
That's not bad. I'm gonna have to pull a few too.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm excited. I need to get started though, or I'm going to be way behind. When the thing's over, maybe 6 months in or something, we'll release the pattern up until then. So you could kind of play along if you wanted to.
Yes, and the pattern, the mystery quilt will become a pattern at some point in time because the designer has already told us that.
Mm-hmm.
So we will have that available to
At the
purchase
end.
later on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here is my fully finished cross stitch. So this is the pattern, Bee Farm, and I made it into a pillow.
Oh my goodness, it's the
How
cutest
cute is
thing.
that? Yes, and so that's the first time I did that. I did stick an envelope back on it, which I know people don't always do that. You know, they stuff them and then do that little.
That's what you were trying to explain to me last time, but I don't know why you wouldn't just do an envelope.
I did because I had to make a pillow form. So it's like I
Yeah.
had to take just white cotton fabric and stuffing and make a pillow because this is, you know, of course, an odd size.
Yeah.
But isn't it darling? It is so cute.
Yeah, I think that's really
And this
sweet.
designer has, I don't know, what do we have? Probably 10 of her patterns over there.
Yeah,
and
you
then-
put them in like a cute little basket or in a
And
chair
then
that
she
you don't
has
really
the
use.
instructions how to make every one of them into a pillow.
So cute.
So cute. So that's going to stay at the shop now.
Yay. Okay, so slam dunk, and I think we're out of this pattern, but I'm gonna get it back in. So it's a
We are.
basketball quilt, and I was digging around this morning that I need to get that out and make a few more blocks. But anyway, here's my 1 block.
I love it.
Basketball, making it for my daughter. So she picked the fabrics.
Mm-hmm.
So she's, you know, she's girly, but also
Loves
likes-
basketball.
Loves basketball. So anyway, we're gonna use these. And then the orange is an Essex linen, and then the black is a grunge.
Mm-hmm.
Really went together pretty fast, so
Yeah, it looks kind of fussy, but you say it's really
it's
not.
really not too fussy, you know, once you have it all cut out. So I'm gonna cut out a few more and make a few more
That's your plan.
basketballs. Yeah, I need 3, 6, 9, I need 12.
And what size is it?
It finishes, I'm doing the throw, so 50 by 66.
It's a good size.
Throw size.
All right, then I had some bonus half square triangles left over from my baby quilt that I made. And I got them all trimmed up, so I had them sewed together last week when we did our little video. But I trimmed them all up to 3 inches. So I have 73 of them, I counted,
Wow.
or 72, maybe it was 72. So then I was looking at, this is a book we sell, and we have sold a heck of a lot of these. It's called Pillow Pop. There is 25 projects in here. Of course, they're all pillows. And so I went through here and was just looking at 2 different pillows to do with half square triangles. That's one of them, and it only takes like 36 half square triangles. And that I'm really leaning. I'm gonna put that back in my.
Yep. You'll be
I'll
looking
be
for that.
looking for that. The other one is this one. Isn't that one neat?
I like that.
So that'd be really neat because this one takes. What did I say? I want to say it took 100.
Well, you have a lot, so.
I have 72, I believe. It says it takes 100 half square triangles, but they want them at 2.5. Well, mine are 3. So it's going to take less because I don't want a pillow. I want the pillow to fit into the form.
Yeah.
I think this one is 20 by 20. Pillow form's 20 by 20. So I'm thinking it'll work.
Yeah. All right, my last thing is,
Oh,
like
I
I
remember
said,
when you bought that.
I'm digging around looking for stuff. I'm like, why did I stop?
Oh,
Here,
I love
I
that.
made such good progress. Anyway, I bought a layer cake at a different shop, and so I decided to do this pattern because it uses 40 10-inch squares. And I've got all these done. So, I mean, come on, Jessica, get with the program here.
Aren't those cool? Well, it's very, I mean, that could be a man quilt too.
Oh, yeah, it's neutral colors. It's got this little bit of orange in there.
And nothing flowery.
Nothing flowery. And then I bought this that's going to go, you know, at the top and the bottom. And then I even bought the backing while I was at the shop. So, that'll be the backing.
That is neat.
So I'm gonna finish that because, you know, why not?
And this quilt will be 54 by 72.
Yeah.
So that'd be a good size also.
Yeah, so it'll go really fast once, you know, I mean, I already got that part done, so. All right, anything else?
All I'm gonna show is my mystery quilt. Again, the decision has been made. This right here will be the background for me. You can see
Did you change your mind from last week or go back to that
I
one?
went back to this one.
Yeah.
I thought the other one was, I liked the pink and red dots on them, but it was cream background instead of bright white. And this just is really pretty bright white.
Yeah, so her background has little stars on it.
And it's done in Christmas colors, green, red, and, what'd you say, that's gold?
Maybe a gold
Tannish,
tan
whatever.
color.
Anyway, so that is going to be the background, and I'm just like Jessica, I have to get a few more back quarters because, you know, to me, these won't go.
Yeah,
It's too close.
yeah, you have to do some colors.
Anyway, that's it for me.
All right, well, thanks for watching. Click subscribe, that helps us out. Leave a comment, that helps us out too. We appreciate you, and we'll see you Friday
For
on
live
Facebook
shopping.
for shopping. All right,
Bye.
bye.